Multiple graded stakes winner Catalina Cruiser is a multi-generational homebred for Lanes End Farm on both sides of his pedigree. We caught up with David and Gordo on the son of Union Rags and took a look at a few members of the stallion's first crop of yearlings.
Catalina Cruiser has always been a big, well-grown horse. And when he retired, he just even filled out more. I mean, he's one of the most magnificent individuals you're gonna find that's big and strong and has the body to go with his race record and his substance. I mean, he's just impressive. His win in the True North on the Friday before Belmont, and he set a track record. So for the horse to come from California to run in that quality of a race, set a track record at a place like Belmont Park where all the greats have run, that one really stamped for me what we all knew about Catalina Cruiser. And I think after that race, it quelled anybody's any doubts anybody had.
Together, it is going to be Catalina Cruiser up in time to win it over.
Catalina Cruiser is stamping his offspring to look like himself. They're flashy, they're big, they're strong, and they have this precocious look to them that I don't think they'll be limited to sprinting. I think they'll be able to get 2 turns and ultimately be a classic horse like Catalina Cruiser's sire, Union Rags, and his broodmare sire, Mineshaft.
This Catalina Cruiser colt out of She's Trouble, he's always been a mature colt. He's got a lot of attributes that I like from Union Rags' side, through the Catalina Cruiser, and he's got a great mind, always been a great colt to deal with. We're hoping for the best and believe the Catalina Cruisers are very nice foals. We've got a couple other ones too. They have a lot of leg to them, they've got a lot of scope to him, and of course they got a lot of flash to them. All of them have a lot of flash.
We have a Catalina Cruiser colt out of a Giants Causeway mare named Thatcher that a good friend of mine and client, Paul Winandy, has bred. Paul and I raced this colt's half-sister named Our Super Freak. We don't know yet what we're doing, if we're keeping it or racing it, but it is, he's as good a yearling as we have on all the Lanes End, and he's got all the attributes with Catalina Cruiser. The biggest compliment any stallion can get when they're starting out, and that people that bred to them are breeding mares back. So a lot of people are getting these really, really good foals by Catalina Cruiser, and they're coming back in subsequent seasons after having a good first foal. I'm a balance fanatic, and the Catalina Cruisers as a whole that I've observed have great balance. And then he's got a tremendous hind quarter and hip and great width behind, and all his offspring do as well. And I see these Cruiser babies as a little bit even better versions than him, because I think they're a little not as maybe growthy as he was. I can see them running at 2, and I can see him having a 2-year-old champion. But I look at every horse, would I buy it? And I want to buy some Catalina Cruisers because they're the kind of horses that we buy that win races and win the big races.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like or a comment and subscribe to our channel for more content from the TDN.